Hey guys, what's up? So this is the part 3 of 4 of the 22 World Indices in 17 countries stock exchange indices analysis. This video will feature Japan, Korea, Malaysia, New Zealand, the Philippines, and Russia. So before that, may I please enjoin you to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so, and ring the notification bell for all content so that when we come up with new videos about stock market, Bitcoin trading, investment, cryptocurrency, and all those things, you will be notified as soon as we release a daily video. Alright, so without further ado, let's go to Nikkei 225. So Nikkei 225 closed at 23,410.63. It was down 0.41% on 96.6 points last Friday. Over the week, it is down 209.06 points from 23,619 last October 9. So it doesn't show here again. Yeah. So that's Japan for you. I have no idea why it doesn't show. So let's look at KOSPI this time. Let's move to KOSPI. KOSPI is the index of Korea. Korea closed to 2,341.53 last Friday. It was down 50.43 points or 2.11% week on week. It closed to 2,391 last October 9. So this has been a reddish week for the KOSPI Composite Index. Yes, if you will look at the RSI, it's at 46, so it's still neutral. We have, let's look at the 3-month view. Yeah, we have the moving averages. We can see that the price is above the 75-day, which is the intermediate term. It's also above the long term. So we are seeing the first signals of bearishness. So this can be just a correction. If this goes down further, crossing the 2,305 mark, then it will turn into a bearish market. So right now it's still neutral at 46. MACD is below the signal line. It has it has done a crossover, a bearish crossover last Friday. ADX also, the buyers are outnumbered by the sellers 29 to 22, but the trend line is not that strong with only 12 points. So we are in a price consolidation phase, and we await what will happen to KOSPI next week. Yeah, over at Malaysia, KLCI. Okay, so you are seeing the Malaysian market, KLCI. It closed to 1,503.84 last Friday. It is down 26.51 points week on week, which is 1.73 points since 1.73% since last Friday, October 9. We have the 75-day average above the 200-day average, but the 75-day average is above the 50-day. So this is a bearish market in the intermediate term, and it's starting to cross the 200-day average. So if that happens, then it is now turning into a bearish market. RSI is at 45, so it's still not oversold. We also have the MACD at negative regions. We have the MACD still above the signal line, but we are still in the negative region. In the ADX, the sellers outnumber the buyers 21 to 17, with the trend line still not strong at 15.98. So we are still waiting for strong trend lines, but from the looks of it, this is about to turn. Bursa Malaysia will turn into a bearish market in a couple of days. Let's go to New Zealand, NZSX. Okay, you are now currently looking at the NZ50. So you are currently looking at the NZX50. It closed 1.24% up last week. It's at 12,433.16. Last October 9, it was only at 12,280, so it's up 152 points, 152.62 points last week. So we can see that it's it is undergoing a price breakout. It's a bullish breakout, but there's the bearish candle that happened last Friday. So this could be a signal of price consolidation that will come next week. So we are approaching overbought markets at 70. We also have the MACD bullish 188. The signal line is 126. Quite bullish there, with the crossover happening close dates of September. The ADX shows the buyers outnumbering the sellers 44 to 18. Imagine that, or 46 to 18. And yeah, oh, there are two candles, so we are now seeing some weakness for the NCX. Yeah, so we are now being outnumbered 44 to 19. The buyers outnumbering the sellers, but the green, the buyers indicators are starting to turn down, while the trend line is strengthening. So I think it's going to do a correction, and depending on how strong the market is over there, it will test, how deep this will be, correction will be, because these are indicators of correction. But looking at the moving average, we have the price above the short term, above the intermediate term, above the long term. So long term we have a bullish market, but then we are now looking at a correction. However deep the correction is, we don't know yet, but this is undergoing a phase of correction. Now over at the PSEI, of course, our very own, our beloved, the love of our lives, the PSEI index. The PSEI index is at 5,898.47. Okay, so 5,898.47. It shed another 33 points last week, so it was at 5,931 last week. So it closed 0.56% lower last week, and you can see that it's on a downtrend already. 200-day above the 75-day above the short term, although the price is still above the short term. So in the short term it's still bullish, but in the intermediate and long term it's already bearish. We have the RSI at 47, neutral still. MACD is above the signal line, however it's still in the negative region. And we have, amazingly, the ADX, we are very close, but yes, the sellers outnumber the buyers 20.92 to 20.83. so actually it's statistically the same, but look at the trend line. It's only the trend strength is at 9, so this is really a signal that the market will undergo consolidation. We are now ranging at this point, and it is a sign also that the investors or the traders are still on the sidelines. They have not made very valiant moves, or so to speak. So they are still on the sidelines awaiting some good news from the government, from the market, and of course the most important one is the pandemic. When is it going to end? Alright, so last index for this video is Russia. The MOEX Russia index close to 2,799 last week. It's down 34.55 points week on week, or 1.22% down. If you look at the moving averages, the long term is above, the long term is the 200-day index is green. So the intermediate term is above the short term and above the long term. So intermediate, we can see that the MOEX Russia index is still bullish, but we can see some weaknesses here. The price is already below the 50-day the 50-day index, 50-day moving average, so that means it's showing some weakness. It's also below the 75-day. Now it's also below the 200-day average. So if this goes on, continuously goes down, then we can see already a turning of the market to bearish. Now if we look at the RSI, it's at 36. It's already approaching oversold levels, so we can have some trading options here of buying the market when it reaches the lower band of the Bollinger, which is sometime, I think the next week it's going to happen. MACD, we have the MACD below the signal line, which is again sign of bearishness, And we have the ADX, the sellers outnumbering the buyers 33 to 16. The trend line is strong at 23. So Russia is really bearish, and we're waiting for the price to consolidate so that we can buy, quote unquote, the market. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching part 3 of 4 of the 22 world indices in 17 countries. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so, and ring the notification bell for all content so that when we come up with new videos about stock market, Bitcoin, trading, investing, and all those things, you will be immediately notified. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.